parties, even our smallest ideas on how to do town hall meeting became what dominated the 2019 elections. The most interesting thing that happened on television in 2019 presidential election was a town hall debate known as the candidates. We started town hall meetings in this town. We started the argument about minimum wage in this country. It was our party that forced the minimum wage issue into the national debate, and eventually the federal government was forced to adopt a minimum wage before the election.
Applause to my president, please.
But the minimum wage they accepted is not our minimum wage. Our minimum wage is different. That minimum wage they approved is still 70,000 naira less than what we planned for the Nigerian people. Our idea about minimum wage also has never been defeated even before those people who call themselves economists. Because we've asked them the question, if you are collecting maximum wage, why should you be opposing somebody who is entitled to a minimum wage of 100,000? Sure. Nobody can defeat it. They said it will cause inflation, and we have described to them that inflation has to do with when supply is not able to meet with demand. But if you create a minimum wage that jumpstart your economy, it becomes the supply side of things will take shape. And as a result, inflation will be minimal. They have also come with another argument recently that it has something to do with the value of the naira. That what if the value of the naira improves? Now we took them to Japan. Japan has a solid economy, but the value of the Japanese yen is less than that of the dollar. So its purchasing power is not value. And in Japan, you receive 978 Japanese yen per hour. And that's the equivalent of $8.7. Can you see the argument? So for us, we are smarter than these so-called economists who are saying that, oh, why don't you wait for the value of the naira to appreciate? The value of the naira, if it appreciates, it has nothing to do with minimum wage. When the value of the naira appreciates, it means that the value has ability to purchase. What we are dealing with is the purchasing power of our currency right now. What is it that we can pay you at the end of the month that can make you live like a human being? Feed, clothes, and have shelter over your head, and be able to transport yourself from home to work and back. That is what we are talking about. But that tells you that our education has problems, and it's producing even people who claim that they are educated abroad. They don't understand Nigeria. They don't understand simple economics. We have also extended our philosophical intervention in Nigeria to even holidays. Are we not the ones who proposed June 12th as the day of democracy? Has it not been adopted now? Yes. Some roads that we pass through, the moment we condemn the roads, they will go and award the contract for the roads. Like the road from Badagry to Lagos. After we condemned it and told the people of Badagry to secede from Nigeria, they went and awarded the contract. So a lot of ideas are there. Even our idea about renewable energy, using solar energy, they started talking about it. Oshiba, they started talking about solar power. After we made it a popular, idea that is now domesticated in Nigeria. So nobody has been able to fault us on how to make this country work. The only thing they will say to you when you finally defeat them on all angles is to say that you don't have experience. We have also been able to demonstrate to them that we have better experience than anybody that is running for office in this climate, because none of them can boast of consistency for 30 years non-stop. They were not there. They were old people, but they were not there when Nigeria needed them to fight for democracy in the 90s. They were not there to fight against so many of the ills that are afflicting us. In fact, one of the young candidates was writing his CV the other day. He said his first intervention in Nigeria was 2004. But Nigeria needed you in the 90s. Where were you? Where were you? And there are even some other ones that are older who have no pedigree. So we have also defeated them on the issue of experience. Now the PDP is going around, that's the Papa Decision Peking party. That anybody that votes for Sowore is voting for the APC. They have realized that we are the most powerful and the strongest and the fastest growing political party. They used to say that Sowore cannot win. If Sowore cannot win, why do you say that his vote will count somehow? It used to be that Sowore cannot win. Now you are saying that his vote will count for some. That means they are coming to this reality that there's a secret group of Nigerians, children of democracy, people who were born between 1999 and now, who have made their decision to vote for us. And they know that they are not boasting about who they are going to vote for. They are internalizing their own decisions. And they are afraid of these voters. We saw some of them today at the social media week. One lady who said she has been looking for her PVC. And she went 3 times to get it. Now she has it. And that PVC for her is like a loaded gun. You must use it to shoot her oppressor down. Sure. Yes. So they are afraid of that population. Forget about the crowds that they are renting from place to place. Even if you fill a stadium with a crowd, it's only 50,000 people. Can that make you win in any state? And most of those crowds you are seeing, they are the same crowd that go to PDP, they are the same crowd that go to PDP. It's a transactional crowd. Yeah. Yes, Empower, show that monetary crowd. But another thing we must also say, which is current now, is that if you have not received or collected your PVC, please, you have between today and tomorrow to go and collect it. And we have heard, whoever is watching me, that in some places, particularly in Lagos, if you are not committing to voting for APC, they will not give you your PVC. If you are facing that kind of problem, you should find a way to record it and send us a clip. If you hear from any INEC official or any APC person directing that you should not be giving your PVC because they are not APC, let us know so that we wage, information war against this despicable act. And as a result of that, we are calling on INEC to extend the collection of PVC till the eve of the election. Yes. It shouldn't be difficult to give anybody that. In fact, somebody should be able to get his PVC on the day of the election if it's available. Yes. That's why we are paying INEC for. This whole cut off in everything is only being done to favor the APC, and we know that APC will lose this election. APC is not popular, and PDP is absolutely not popular. The most popular party in Nigeria today is APC.
To my president.
One other thing I want to mention. Okay. The sample of the ballot paper came out today. Okay. And our party, as we have always predicted, is number 3.
Oh, applause for that.
I came out. You will see these 2 hands, and this is where to thumb print. The advantage is that it makes voting easier for you. If there are 3 columns of parties, there are about 90-something parties, I think 71 presidential candidates. According to Al Jazeera, there are only 5 presidential candidates in this election. That's the one they reckon with. As far as we are concerned, there are only 2 candidates in this election, our party and the others. But when you get your ballot paper, it has 3 columns according to INEC. You don't have to waste your time to the 2nd column and 3rd column. That's where APC and the PDP is. We are number 3. It helps you to save time so that you don't start looking with glasses. Just go to number 3, do it, fold it. But in folding your ballot papers, be very careful so that your ink is not spilling over their own party. Because part of what they want to do is to avoid a lot of, that's what they did in Osun State. Exactly. They avoided a lot of ballot papers to allow them to arrive at the guru that they did in Osun State. So those are the things we want the public to know. We are here in Etiosa today, and we are here at this Langbasa, Etiosa, Aja, in a very cozy office. Our governorship candidate is here, Shewajiri Loja.
Hey, I'm proud to
vote for this guy. We are never going to have to deposit Lagos taxes to Bola Tinubu again ever.
Yes.
Yes. If you vote for Sanwo-Olu, you are somewhere good. Only goes back to Position. This is our House of Rep, House of Assembly candidates. Our lady here, Elizabeth Ekane, very, very highly qualified. Lagos State is in need of very solid lawmakers that can fight for the interests of the people of Lagos. Lagos makes so much money, there's no basis for the poverty and the decadence of infrastructure that you've seen in Lagos. But because Lagos State money is being spent in the wrong places and for wrong reasons and it's in the wrong hands, Lagos can never prosper. So if you vote for our governor and you vote for this lady, you will have a Lagos that is working for Lagos. At that time, you can now say that a go-ti baje, because right now, a go-ti So, we thank you so much, Honorable and our governor, for welcoming us into this area. People ask us all the time, where do we get the energy to be all over the place? You are our energy, you know. But that also shows to you that when you elect a president that is not physically and mentally sick,
yes,
he will be governing every time, everywhere. You will have a president that is ubiquitous. You pop out today in Gombe, next day is in Lagos. And
running marathon.
Yes, running marathon. Yes. But if you vote for all these old brigades or old brigadiers, you are going to end up with another Nigeria in the next 4 years that is worse than the Nigeria we are in.
Yes, absolutely.
That means the unemployment rate will double,
yes,
if not for drop.
Longer in the land.
You know, our roads will get worse again. We will have no hospitals. Even the few public institutions we have, like NFBC, will be sold.
Exactly.
Yes, a cabal will be managing. You know, because you can imagine if
renew the contract of
at 76, if at 76, Buhari already has dementia. You can imagine what will happen in another 4 years. The man will not even know where he is completely. If you ask him where are you, you say he's in Western Germany. You know, the other day he said he mentioned the River Nile instead of River Nile.
Presidential candidate.
But we can change that in the next 10 days. And that's why we are happy to see you. And we will go to as many places as we can today in Ethiopia. AAC! AAC!
Please, we have one more question.
Right.
One more question. And the question is, so many people are confused. What makes us being confused is, which of the fingers are we using?
You are the thumb.
Is it the thumb or this? The index?
Well, whichever one it is.
Okay.
They said it's now indexed. Put it there. Okay. And then there will be a ink, ink on your thing.
So please, to our parents that were not fortunate to be educated, how can we change their mentality? What do we have for them? How can we change so many of their mentality that have relent to go and vote again? Because they believe they have suffered for the presidential to emerge. And after they've emerged, they don't look at them again. They do things to their own personal convenience. So please, how do we change their mentality? What did our party have for them?
Our party is a party that guarantees the welfare of every Nigerian.
Okay.
Whether you are young, you are old, you are weak and infirm. Our party has a position on everybody, whether you are able or even disabled. So, what do our older people want? They want health care. Those who are retired, they need to be paid their gratuities and pension. And we have said that the way we will be doing gratuity for pension and gratuity and pension is that we will already enter into the computer your retirement date. And the day you retire, you don't have to go anywhere. You will get an alert of your gratuity, and your pension will be coming to you directly monthly from the TSA. You don't have to go and queue up anywhere. Yes. Because one of the things we will do as soon as we get into office is that we will do a verification of all workers digitally. So that every worker that is going out there to work, there will be a retina scan or your thumbprint scan. So we will not have any need to verify workers when they retire. You would have been verified in advance of retirement. Although
take
it back!
Take it back! People, what are we waiting for? We are waiting for an action. We don't want a sick president. We don't want a mentally disordered president that don't know where our country is. You don't even know the economy of the country. You don't know where we are. You don't know where we are going to. They only tell him what to do. Please, my people, we want you to go back home and educate your people. Tell them, I want you to know, like I do tell my people at home, if Buhari can come out for presidential, at his age, my grandfather is at home as well. My grandfather can also emerge as the president of this country if that should be the case. Compare Buhari with your grandfather in a family meeting of your family. If your grandfather sits down at the meeting, will he be able to reckon with what you guys are discussing? No! So please, my people, we want you to go back and tell our people.
Okay, we want to make a correction. Yeah. We have just been brought to attention now that INEC has reversed itself regarding which thumb we are using, which finger we are using for voting. They have reversed it to thumb. So it's now your thumb. That's what they have on their specimen that they came out today. But our position on the ballot paper has not changed. We are still number 3. So everywhere you go, just tell people we are number 3. That's very easy. Yes. So please let this be what everybody.
Hope the term is not going to cause an issue.
It won't. Yes. I'm sure it won't be a problem.
Because APC, sir, I was in the traffic last week. I was driving, and I asked them, telling the people that
that is no.
Those are the APC.
So the thing is that thing you see that they are doing like this is a sign of people who are doing double voting. They give them that sign. If you are voted in one place and they want you to go to another place, they will ask you to yes, that's the plan. So just be aware that APC have their own big plan of using, they use one finger here, then the next place they use. But we are aware of it and we're still ahead of them. We also order people to download our election monitoring app. It's not on. It's in Play Store for Android. We don't have for iOS yet, so we can't. And I don't think we get one for iOS. But if you have Android phone, which I think most people have, you can download it, and that will enable you, report the election from your polling booth as soon as it's completed and sent to us. All right.
Sowore is our man.
My name is Elizabeth Emmanuel Ekanem. Now, my father told me it is the land that we were born into that is where you come from. As I am a Lagosian by birth. And I have every right to speak in Lagos. I have every right to dominate Lagos. I have every right to go anywhere I want to go in Lagos. I have every right to be in the State House of Assembly, Lagos State.
That's right.
Now, my representation in the Etiosa local government is to make sure that the less privileged and those that they have brought down and every bill that they have set out there that they did not do, challenged children, the special needs children in Etiosa, which the government at Etiosa, the government of Etiosa, those that have represented Etiosa for years, never thought of them. And these children are in-house. Parents are ashamed of their children. And I'm here to make sure that these children have special education in Etiosa. So, I will appreciate if you vote me in, I will make sure there is an education that goes in, come in here, which is special for these children. The physically challenged children will have schools that they will attend. The blind children will have school that they will go to. The deaf children will have a special school which they teach them how to sign. It is a sign language school. This is a sign language school that they will be able to communicate with their fingers. They will be able to sign to themselves and have communication. It is a special language for them. Then we have those who are crippled amongst them, whose parents are ashamed of bringing them out. We are going to bring school for these special children where we will be taking them on a trolley. Whatever means that it will take for education to take place in Etiosa, we're going to do it. AAC, take it back. Thank you.
Yes, we have to proceed to the hinterland and see the king of the area and visit some of our people in Ethiopia. Please, let's go. Let's go.
To do that
Nigeria must be free.